Time for a little update. Haven't done one in quite a bit. So I wanted to get on here and let you guys know how everything's going. I've been doing a lot of work with my therapist. I've got on board a medical doctor who is very, very educated in the psych department. She has worked on different psych units, and so she's very familiar with the psych treatment, the diagnoses, and things like that. She specialized in eating disorders, and she has worked on an eating disorder unit, so she's very familiar with everything, so she's perfect for me. I've also got med management on board. A couple of doses have been changed because I was feeling better in the eating disorder department, but more of the depression had seeped in. And that's common during this time of year. A seasonal affective disorder, where you get a little bit more depressed when the fall and winter starts coming around. It's not as fun like the summer, where you can get outside more and you're getting more vitamin D and you're getting at the pool and, cookouts and stuff like that. You're stuck in the house. So I was feeling a little bit of that coming on. So I love the holidays. I love, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I love all of those things, but it's just the being stuck in the house part, I guess, that makes you a little bit more prone to be depressed. So we've changed a couple of doses, situated meds a little bit more, and it's helping. I still do feel a little bit of the urge to stay in bed, but I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it hard. I even some days when I drop the kids off at school, I will find myself just sitting in the front seat of the car in the driveway, just playing on my phone or listening to the radio or just doing something so that I don't go inside and crawl back in the bed. I've been focusing on my YouTube channel. I've been filming and editing and putting out content and things like that to stay busy, keeping up the housework, things like that, just to try to stay busy and not fall back into that. So it's really been a struggle for that. As far as therapy is going, we've been doing some really intense therapy, some really intense trauma work, going way back into some of the trauma, going into different parts of myself that have been traumatized and working with those parts. If you're not familiar with the book, there is an amazing book that is so intuitive and so descriptive of trauma and parts and how to understand someone who has been through stuff. It's such an amazing book, and it was recommended to me by my therapist, and it's called No Bad Parts. If you're not familiar with that book and you or someone you know has been through some sort of trauma, or you're just curious, I would highly recommend that book. I've got it on my Kindle, and I sit down with it and I read it and I take notes and I study it, and it has really, really made a big difference in my therapy and how we approach things and how much progress we're making. It's really made a huge difference. It's also made a huge difference in me understanding myself and why I feel the way that I feel and why I do the things that I do, and also kind of made me feel a little bit better about those things, and not so guilty and not so shameful and, that kind of thing. So it's really such a great book. It's written by a therapist, by a professional, about the therapy technique that he uses and that my therapist was already using on me, but that it helped me understand. It helped me understand why she chose that therapy and what she's doing in that therapy and how I can help with that therapy. So it's been good for me. Eating disorder wise, it's been up and down. I've had days where I feel okay. I've had days where I feel terrible. It's an addiction, so it's very hard to overcome. Most days I just feel the urge and I can overcome it. Some days I feel like I can't eat. I want to, but I can't. I just can't do it because I just feel like I'm gaining all this weight and I've got to do something to stop it. Some days I feel like all I want to do is eat, and I do. So it's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle. But I guess I just wanted to give you guys an update on how things are going and the progress that I'm making, and to let you in on that aspect of my life. So if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. I'm pretty much an open book. And I hope this helps with some of you, and I hope that, you know, maybe some of you can get that book and really dive into your own self and understand a little bit more about why you do the things you do, or why your friends or family or members do things that they do, or how you can help them or how you can better understand them. It's really a great resource. So yeah, I guess that's about it, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.